What up, though? It's your boy Danye BC2, and today the video is going to be about some of the biggest mistakes you guys can make early on in your life, and even when you're older. But I want to first start this video off by letting you guys know when you start to sacrifice, when you start to save, have goals, try to get to financial milestones that other people can't hit. When you talk about getting to 10,000, when you talk about getting to $100,000, you're going to have to dig in and have conversations with yourself like, bro, I don't know if I can do this, because this isn't for the weak. This isn't for people that care much about how other people feel, because I'm here to tell you guys, you're going to be around friends. You're going to be around certain people in your life that looks like they're winning. They're probably going to show you their nice apartment. They're going to show you a car a car that is 2024, 2025 that they're driving in. But remember, 9 out of 10 of those people are still in financial hardships, are working paycheck to paycheck. Their expenses are just high. So you got to stay disciplined. You got to stay humbled enough to be like, you know what? I'm going to get this hoopty. You know what? I'm going to live with a roommate and save my money until my financial situations are where I need it to be, and also where I can live a higher lifestyle and not take away from what I built or take away all the hard work that I put in. So y'all need to remember that. Stay down. Forget what everybody else thinks. Let them win in the beginning, but in the long run, you will surpass them. You will surpass them by, listen, double, triple, quadruple, or whatever that they were able to do. You will do it even better. So like I said, stay down. Now, the biggest thing that I'm seeing when I'm out and about, when I'm talking to friends, is credit cards. Let me fix my screen real quick. Credit cards. Credit cards are putting you guys into terrible situations. And a lot of you guys are spending these credit card payments when you shouldn't be buying some of the certain things that you're buying, because you think that that's your money. These credit cards ain't your money. It's whatever credit card company that you got it from. Capital One, Bank of America, that's their money. And they're lending it out to you and hoping that you overdraft on it. They're hoping that you can't pay it off because the interest will keep accruing. And so what you guys got to understand is, I don't even think you should have a credit card early on. When you talk about, all right, listen, I'm going to be serious. I'm going to start getting my finances together. I'm going to stack up for the next 5 years. And I think a 5-year period is a good time period. I think 3 years, 3 to 5 years is a good time period, because it's not too far and it's not too short. It gives you enough time to really see how much money you made, see where your money is going. So I would say a 3 to 5 year period, you shouldn't have a credit card when you're trying to build up, because it's easy to use that thing. I don't know what it is. It's like the credit card talks to you when you're out and about and like, yo, you can get that. So automatically, I don't think most people are disciplined enough to say, I'm not going to use my credit card only for maybe gas, only for a hotel, only for renting out a car, and make sure you pay that off the next month. That's what I'm saying. Do not spend more money on those cars than you actually have in your bank account, in your savings that you have invested. That if you got into a bad situation, you lost your job, you can't pay that off. Don't do it. So this is the biggest way that you can really put yourself in a terrible spot to where you cannot get ahead in life, is by using these credit cards. If you're still watching this video, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying to grow the channel, and any type of support will help. Now let's get back into the video. The second thing that I'm seeing and that I feel like is very important to talk about is, you guys are lazy. Many of you guys, even watching this video, are lazy. You spend hours playing a game. You spend hours on TikTok. You spend hours on YouTube, and you should be working. You should be working. The biggest thing that I truly am starting to realize is you need to get that income up. You have to. The more income you got coming in, the more you could really leverage, the more you can start investing, the more you can put yourself in better situations, the more you can get years and years ahead of where you're supposed to be by just that amount of money coming in. Like, I started driving trucks. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I started driving trucks, them checks, like, once you start making over 1,000 a week, like, it's just a different feel. It's a different ball game. Like, dang, I can get this every week. This feels, I can move around a little more freely. My car messed up, my tire messed up. I'm not really stressing like I see most people stressing, because I know, listen, I'm gonna have this money coming in, which is important. So first thing, get your money up. Start working. If you only work 40 hours a week, you're behind. You're doing it wrong. You need to be working 60 hours a week, especially if you're not in school and doing these things. 60 minimum, because we need to get our income up. Now, once you get your income up, this isn't a time, like I said, to be getting credit cards. This isn't a time to get a $2,000 apartment. This isn't a time to get an 800 car payment. This is a time to put away, I say 10% in savings, just on a rainy day, just if a car mess up, just if you lose your job for a little bit. This is for emergency purposes. Now, the rest of that money, some of that money should go to expenses, where I feel like keep your expenses low. Keep your expenses low. And all the rest of that money, invest it. Invest it in things that's going to grow over time. And I'm gonna make a video more about that, on what I invest in and how you should be investing, how I think you should be investing. Like I said, I'm not gonna give you exact things to invest in. Now, I ain't no financial advisor or nothing like that, and I ain't trying to get in trouble for that. But I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of what I do and how to achieve more. But you definitely put money aside for bills, expenses, and also play money. If you want to spend, let's say, $100 on just bullshit, put the $100 away. I tell people all the time, if you're really budgeting, don't make an unrealistic budget. Don't say I'm gonna put 90% into my savings. You're setting yourself up for failure, because as soon as something bad happens, you're going to have to deviate from that budget. So make the budget reasonable. Leave yourself a little bit of wiggle room to go do what you want to do sometimes. Go out to dinner. Go, spend a little money. But make sure that budget is good, but stack your bread up. Get your income up. Put your money in the right spots and go from there. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is these dang car payments. You out there that's watching this video, you don't need that $500 a month car payment. You don't need that $700 a month car payment. You don't need that $400 a month car payment. You do not. And I'm talking about early on. Get a hoopty. Get a $3,000 car. Pay it off outright. Only pay for liability insurance, which is only like $150 a month. And do that. Do that. You're only spending like $1,200 a year on that car in terms of insurance purposes. $1,200 for the year. And then if anything was to mess up, but listen, this ain't a long-term investment. This is a 2-year, maybe car, 3-year car. This is only for the short period, but this allows you to fund all your investments. This allows you to fund that savings account. This allows you to move around freely and really stack your money up. Listen to me. Stack your money up. So keep them expenses low. Maybe live with a roommate. Don't get a $1,500 a month apartment by yourself. Go live with a roommate for 3 years. You feel me? And this is the sacrifices I was talking about in the beginning of the video, where you gotta live like you really are broke. So stop doing these car payments. If you have a high car payment right now, sell that thing, man. Sell it. Get up out of that horrible contract where you're paying interest on interest on interest on that car, and go buy a little hoopty, pay it off, stack your bread up. And then after that 3 to 5 year period's up that you stacked up, you got thousands put away. You might have 50,000 at that point. Then go out and buy a nicer car. Go out and have a car payment and those things of that nature. But that's what I'm seeing. That's the biggest, some of the biggest things that I'm noticing when it comes to how people are spending their money. And let me know, am I way off? Do you feel like I need to be critiqued in any of my viewpoints that I feel? And let me know in that comment section. But like I said, please hit that like and subscribe button. Appreciate you guys for watching these videos, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.